Movies, music, sports, and life. This is Jay Spruill. You see, I got on my Clark Atlanta University gear, and a lot of y'all know that Atlanta from the FX network is my favorite TV show of all time. So that's why doing a review like this is no fun for me. I didn't even do a review last week of the episode about Goofy. Like, bro, I understand what y'all trying to say. Y'all, they trying to make statements like the Goofy movie from Walt Disney is one of the blackest movies of all time. It's about an animated dog and the animated dog's family. There's no way that an animated movie about a dog and his family is the blackest movie of all time, but I'll leave that alone. So the goof who sat by the door, aka the Goofy movie episode, was an anthology that literally had nothing to do with any of the characters from Atlanta. So not as quite as bad as some of those episodes from season 3, but it was just out of place. And this episode, Al, aka Paperboy, is on his safe farm and almost gets killed by a tractor falling on him, and then almost gets killed by a feral hog that smelled his blood. I think it was licking up the blood trail that he was dripping. And he ended up killing it with the cast iron skillet that he bought to fry his bacon in. And even when he was doing that, my question was, how come he didn't grab the cast iron skillet right away? How come that wasn't the first thing that came to his mind, that he just ordered this skillet? You know, like he was literally trying to fight a hog, a razorback, with hand-to-hand combat. But it was another episode where Alfred comes close to death, and there was no one around to really help him. But it did nothing to advance the story of Atlanta. The only other interaction he had with Erna was through a FaceTime call. So no Van, no Darius, and nothing that's really giving you an indication about how he's feeling about his future, or even how he's feeling about his present situation. So just a empty episode for me, and I'm not gonna use the word heartbroken, but I'm damn near heartbroken that in the next to last episode of the final season ever of this show, we just get an episode that's not very entertaining, not very funny, and it isn't giving us any clues about what's gonna happen next. You know, at least the Tyler Perry episode was funny and it was entertaining, and it kind of gave us a little bit of closure of how much Lottie means to Van. Um, you know, at least the episode when Ern is with his aunt and his mom and dad, we get to see his family. You know, obviously the episode snipe hunting, that was a very important episode because Van and Ern are establishing that they really are gonna be a couple and move to California together. And I just wish that they just would have gave us something this week that speaks to what Paperboy is gonna do with his future. And we got nothing to indicate anything other than the fact that he almost died twice. So I believe next week for the final episode is supposed to be a Darius episode where it's just Darius by itself. I just don't see how we can be completing the series as a whole, how can the final episode be dedicated to one character? I don't know, y'all. Leave it in the comments with me. I don't want to be the only person frustrated with Atlanta and this episode and some of the choices they were making. So please, if you feel the way that I felt, please just leave me a comment so I won't feel so much by myself. Jay Spruill, movies, music, sports, and life. We out.